Alright. Alright, guys and girls, welcome back. It is Friday, the 6th of November, 2020. It is exactly right now. It is 8:40 right now. UK time, at night time, 8:40 at night time. And just been reading, apparently, Lloyds Bank now have got to cut at least over 1,000 jobs now. Even though they're actually raking in a lot of money at the moment, or they've actually made at least some profit since the last time and all that. So they've made a little bit of profit, and it makes me wonder. It makes me kind of mad because I go into Lloyd's a lot anyway with my mum and stuff because she has to pay her bills and stuff. And I'll tell you what, the people who work there, the staff members, they're working round the clock. And it would actually be very, very bad if they were to lose their jobs and stuff. I'm sure they won't lose their jobs and all that. But at this sort of month now, going through the lockdown 2.0, there is no sort of, what they call it, no circumstances about it, whether they will lose it or not. I mean, it's kind of mad because people got these jobs, and I don't mean just like people like working just the Western one banks, but people in all the Lloyds banks or Halifax or these other companies, these other banks and all that, or building societies and stuff. At the end of the day, if you are making a profit, then why do you have to cut back staff members? I don't get it. I don't get it one bit. I think maybe it could be something to do where the bank managers are getting more money than the staff members, or pocketing more than they should be, and they should be like sort of I don't know, like it should be equally. They should be on a sort of a 50-50 for women and blokes there as well. I don't know if any of the staff members in any of the banks, whether in Lloyds or Barclays or in these other banks, whether they're actually getting paid now the same shares, or if it's still on not on a plain level field and all that. But I mean, if people are losing their jobs, it's actually kind of sad because we're going towards Christmas now. We've got people with this bloody virus around, getting sent to hospitals. We're getting like over populated with patients at hospitals now. And then we still get like people, like we've got fireworks outside at the moment going off. I mean, they could wait until next month or at least until like January to fire some fireworks off. Because if someone ends up getting hurt with these fireworks, then where's the first place they're going to go? Oh, that's it. They're going to go in to hospital, and they're already way understaffed with all the staff members. That like basically, it's going to be really bit of a stretch for the NHS at the moment. And I care about the NHS and all that as much as anything because they do a bloody hard job of doing things. And I mean, kudos to them and all that. But I mean, there was only a little bit of a thing yesterday. I was like out and about yesterday. And what really annoyed me is that these paramedics are not actually following the same rules. And the rules is, right, we're supposed to be at least 2 meters apart from each other. But that's not just thing. Because of this month, we've got basically, we can only have 2 people, just me and one other person. So it'd be me and my mum who are allowed out together. Anyone over the 2 raw people rule thing, then apparently there's something wrong. So anyway, so yesterday me and my mum was having our food. And then I saw these paramedics. I don't know if it was their day off. I told them if it was their day off. They said they were still working, so they must have been walking around Western Town or something. But apparently they come from the Midlands or something. But I think I don't know if it's Midlands. I think they said Midlands or West Midlands. And what really annoyed me, there was like 6 to 8 of them all together, quite close, like really into like the nitty and gritty, quite close together. I wouldn't say they were 2 meters apart. I wouldn't even say they were a meter apart. It was like less than a meter. And I think everyone should be respecting the rules at this point in time. But what really else actually annoyed me is, right, the police, right, now they're supposed to be sort of being on the plane level. If there's something really happens, like an actual crime, they should be doing something about it. But I was reading an article really annoyed me actually, because it was this old lady, this mother's was it mum and this girl's grandmother was in one of these care homes, and basically the granddaughter said to the grandma to her mum and all that, basically she wanted to bring the grandmother home with her from the care home, because so they could look after her there. She was like 97, and I think it was the mum who actually just got arrested for basically taking her mother out of this like home and stuff like this, like retirement home for the older people, and brought her back. And the next minute, was it the police arrested her or something? Huh?
Who's that?
Now you remember that like the mother, that mother one. She tried to get her mother, a 97-year-old mother, out of this, was it old people's home, because she said they wanted, the daughter and the mother wanted to look after her and all that at the house.
She's been home for 9 months, hasn't it?
Yeah, she's been in home for 9 months, and apparently they said she was in a bad way. And next minute,
and she's 97 years old.
Yeah, 97. But the next minute, she ends up getting, what was it, arrested? The mum or something, put into the back of a police car. You would think the police would have more better things to do rather than wasting police time themselves, than arresting an old lady or a daughter or a family members for trying to actually care for their grandmother or their mum and stuff in the first place.
She was a trained nurse.
Yeah, a trained nurse, yeah. So it's like, it's ridiculous. We're wasting all our taxpayers' money to give to the police force, and they can't even do their job properly and all that. I think, to be honest, I think the police need to sort of re-look into their circumstances of what they've done, and apologise to this woman or that, because this is really bad. And also, another article I found out yesterday, actually, was it Bournemouth? No, Devon, wasn't it? It was, yeah, there was an article I read, a bloke who, or I don't know if it was a bloke or a woman or something, in Devon, opened a cafe during the first day of lockdown and kept it open, even though, right, and so what they were told to close the cafe, because they're an independent place, they can't get furloughed. So I think it's an independent cafe, what I looked up anyway. But apparently they were told to close the cafe in Devon, and the next minute they got fined. I think that is absolutely outrageous. You see, right, if a person is got basically their cafe open, right, during a lockdown, obviously they can't make any money if they're closed. They can't pay the bills, they can't keep their house going and stuff, or building, flat, or wherever they're actually got. And they don't forget, they've got probably family members they're looking after as well, like a mum, dad, father, grandfather, or kids or something. I don't know what their circumstances are, but what I've only seen is that they opened up their Devon cafe and then they got fined the next minute. And I think, to be honest, they should get an apology for that by the police and all that, or by the people that fined them in the first place. I think this is really bloody outrageous, as our country is already suffering from an economic crash already. And now, another month of this, of people not making any money to put into this organisation of our country and try and get our country back to where it was before, which actually reckon is not going to happen for the next 50 to 70 years now. And that means all the kids, when they grow up, they'll be actually sent all this debt from their parents, and they will have to take it over. So it's like all this debt is just going from the parents to the children, and I think that is absolutely bloody awful, guys and girls. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and cheers for watching, guys and girls. And if you agree to any of this, let us know as well. Stay safe. Do like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe. I will be doing some more of these like news articles. It really bloody makes me mad when I see shit like this. But stay safe all. And actually, if you're in Weston-super-Mare, if you've like got a cafes or something, or if you've been fined in Weston for keeping your place going and stuff, or anywhere, let us know in the comments below. Maybe I could get you onto my show, onto one of my first podcasts, because I'm thinking about getting a podcast sorted out. I would love to actually get you guys and girls onto the show so we can actually hear from your story side of it. Because then is I don't trust like the media nowadays. The media's absolutely gone bloody haywire, and you just can't trust people like that. We need some better alternative news to actually interview real people like yourselves on here. Stay safe, guys and girls. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.